it's Nicole Cook. So I like to play around with makeup and try different things, and today I'd like to show you how to achieve this look that I'm wearing right now. It's a little more of a special occasion or perhaps a wedding look. In fact, I actually did this makeup on my cousin for her wedding. So this is kind of for her, but if you would like to learn how to achieve this look for your wedding or special occasion coming up, then stick around and watch this video. Okay, so to get started, we're going to be applying the pigment Sexy all over the eye. Sexy is just a really pretty, shimmery, light color. It just helps us create a base for the rest of our colors so they really pop, and also to create those highlights on the brow bone, which is where I'm applying it now. So we're applying it all over the entire eyelid, all the way up on the brow bone, so underneath the eyebrow itself, and all the way from the inside corner to the outside corner, just like this. For our next step, we're going to be using a larger blending brush, is what it's called, to apply this color, which is Infatuated. This is just a really nice, soft, chocolatey brown. It is a matte color, so it doesn't have any shimmer, so I a lot of times use this to fill in my brows and even for my eyeliner. But right now, we're just using it as a base because we're going to be applying Confident over the top. We want to get a nice base color, and this is a great color to use for that. So I'm just going on the outside corner, you can see, and I'm really going back and forth and rubbing it in so we get a nice blended look. We don't want to go too close to the eyebrow itself. We want to stay right underneath the brow bone and sort of in the crease area, so we leave that nice space in between where this ends and the eyebrow is to keep that highlighted right in there. This is what it should look like when you're done. Next step is to apply that pigment Confident over the top of what we just did with the Infatuated. I use the same brush and I just pick up a little bit of the Confident. Remember that these pigments are really strong. And we're just lightly going over what we just did, just to kind of darken it and to give it a little bit more of a shimmery look, because Confident is another shimmer color and it has a nice golden brown hue. Should look like this. Next, we're going to be using our pigment Devious. This is a shimmer black. If you don't want the shimmer, there is another color that does not have the shimmer that's a matte, but I am using my unique crease brush. This is just a really hard bristled brush. It's actually made out of goat hair, and so you're going to want to use this for your crease because this way it doesn't kind of go everywhere, because you usually use a darker color for in your crease. And I'm just doing the crease not quite all the way to the inner corner, and then as you can see, I'm also kind of going on the outside edge of the corner where I would put my eyeliner. I do the same thing on the other side. Again, we're just making sure that it looks nice and blended. We don't want too much of a definitive line. If you do go too far in towards the eyelid or too far up, you can use a Q-tip and just kind of clean it up after you're done. And just make sure that both sides are even. And again, we're not going all the way in. It should look about like this. Our next step is going to be for our eyeliner, and we're actually going to be using Devious again, but this time we're going to be using a small angled brush, and we're going to be getting it just slightly wet, not too wet because otherwise then it gets runny or the pigment might not stay on, but we're going to get it a little bit wet, mix it with that Devious pigment, and you will see that it comes off as this really nice jet black color. So in this particular case, obviously we're just using it for the eyeliner, and what we're doing is we're lining the entire upper eyelid, going from the outside corner and actually dragging it out just a little bit farther, creating this sort of winged look. And I actually read an article the other day on one of the beauty websites that this is the most flattering eyeliner for any eye shape. So you can do this no matter what your eye shape is, and it just kind of gives you more of that angular, sort of feminine and very classic eyeliner look. And then we're going all the way into the inside corner, getting thinner and thinner as we go in. And it should look about like this. Then if you want to take it just a step further, you can do the under eyelid line as well. I'm just going to show you right now what it would look like just to do the outside corner, connecting that upper corner that we had just done to the bottom, and then just going about, a third of the way in. And when you get about halfway, you just kind of feather it out so that way it fades naturally. It's not like too much of a stopping point. So this is what it would look like if you just did the outside underneath corner. If you want to take it a step further, however, you can obviously do the entire underneath eyelid and connect it to that inner corner that you did with the upper eyelid. So here I am connecting that. This is a little bit more difficult because you do want to make it pretty thin unless you're going for that sort of smoky eye look, but I'm making it a pretty thin line. But if you're a little bit messy like me and it's a little bit difficult for you to do it, you can obviously clean it up later with a Q-tip, so don't worry. And now I'm just making sure that it's even all the way across and on both sides. And then you can see now I'm cleaning up a little bit of areas where it was a little bit messier because I want it to be really thin on the inside corner. So this is what it should look like overall at this point. Some extra things that you can do is you can take a brush or a Q-tip and kind of rough it up and dip it in a little bit of the black and just go back and forth over the eyeliner that you already did to just give it a little bit more of a smoky look. You can also take the Pigment Sexy with a smaller brush and re-highlight some of the different areas, including right in the center of your eyelid. You can also go in the inside corners of your eyes and the brow bone again, just to give it that extra highlight, that extra bit of sparkle. I do this a lot for pageants or weddings particularly because it just really makes your eyes pop and shine. So this is what it'll look like when you're done. Now for the finishing touches, you're going to want to just put a little bit of blush on your cheeks. I use the color Stunning. You're also going to want to put a little bit of lip gloss on, of course. I use the color Lovesick, and use your 3D fiber lashes to finish off your look. This completes your special occasion or wedding look, and now you're ready for your big day. Make sure to go through and blend any areas that you need to, or use a Q-tip to kind of help sharpen up any lines or anything like that. And also, this look might take a little bit of practice as it is a little bit more of an advanced look, so you want to make sure to practice this before the big day or the big event if you're going to do your makeup yourself. Well, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you learned something. And we'd like to remind you to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can know exactly when we post other videos. Thanks so much and have a blessed day. Bye.